Hello everybody and welcome back to Ignis Kit. And this is a tiny update video. Well, not tiny, I'm going over the entire list again, but this is a tiny update video to Speerdroids, now in Platinum 5. The last video absolutely exploded in terms of what I expected it to, so again, giant thank you. I'm just literally blown away, and yeah, I thought I'd make an update video on it. When hitting Platinum, I've run into a tiny bit of a roadblock when hitting Platinum, because I've been winning and losing matches here and there. But I want to go over the deck with you guys. And yeah, just show you how my current Platinum rank is going. All the way back up to Gold, or through Gold, up into Platinum 5, was smooth sailing, so let me show you what we're working with. There have been a few adjustments back from the other deck, so I'll walk through them now. For those who just want to copy the list, again, I ask that you stay the entire video, because we will be taking it into a rank duel. But yeah, here's the quick down or throwdown for what we are running now. We have 2 Effect Veiler, 1 Speerdroid Red-Eye Dice, 2 Maxi, 1 O-Line, 3 Marble Machine, 1 Pelica, Descendant of Gusto. Obviously the Terratop, it gets our monsters and does our taxes. So 3 Takatomborg, 2 Dendin Daigaduk, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Carturbo, 1 Yan Yan, 1 Mega Phantom Beast Tetherwolf, 1 Double Yo-Yo, 2 Primitive Butterfly. I'll explain in a second for what these are. 1 Rubber Band Plane, 2 Wind Channelers, 1 Rageki, 1 Duster, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 in-archetype Monster Reborn in Speed Recovery that are not once per turn, and I can show you how this is an absolute blowout for those who don't know that is not once per turn. A single copy of Emergency Teleport, you can put in 2 because it's semi-limited. A copy of Cosmic Cyclone. Infinite Permanence at 3. For the extra deck, we have 1 Chanbara. This is a new addition over the Battle Wasp one. I think it's just better also for recycling, because if it gets destroyed, we can get stuff from our banished back to our grave. 1 Hagoita, Tried and True. Stardust Charge, Juju. Wind Pegasus, Adignister. Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Kite Rake. Shen Shen. Clearwing Fast Dragon. Auroradon, 2 Rubber Band Shooters, and 1 Lever the Sea Dragon. Alright, now that we've done a quick rundown, let me explain the changes I've made. I've put in 2 Effect Veilers to disrupt the opponent on their turn, and also because it's not a once per turn hand trap, plus it gives us more stuff for Shen Shen to banish off the grave if we ever lose it. Red-Eye Dice, still the same. I cut down on the Maxis for Effect Veiler. The O-Line, obviously it's O-Line, we still keep this. Marble Machine, nothing much change there. Pelica is cool. We can get her off Emergency Teleport, and if we have a Wind Tuner in the grave, we can get that one back out. So if we ever need to, I don't know, make a quick rank 6 in Juju, we can do that with just that. Also, we can use Dendin Daigaduk for 3 summons that way, if we choose to reborn Dendin Daigaduk using Pelica. Terratop, Tried and True. Takatomborg, always at 3, it's just a general good access to your tuners. Dendin Daigaduk at 2, still the same ratio. 3 Ash Blossoms. Why wouldn't you run this? It disrupts Eldritch, it disrupts every major deck. 3 Carturbo, still the same. Nyan Nyan. The Tetherwolf for a 2-card Rubber Band Shooter, or for a level 7. They will be releasing Baron de Fleur in the, or according to leaks, they will be releasing Baron de Fleur coming soon. So keep your eyes out for that, because the other level 10 synchros for Speedroids will be in there too. Like the Clearwing one. Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, I think it's called. Yeah, that will be a powerhouse too. Next up, Yo-Yo. And with Baron, it's important to see that Baron is a pop and a recycle. So if you make Baron on the field with a Crystal Wing, or 2 Crystal Wing if you like open Godly, but if you open Baron, Crystal Wing and some more interruptions, you probably have the field on lockdown. Because if we don't need Baron anymore, we can bounce it back to our extra deck and reborn any of our destroyed synchro monsters. So that is always a welcome sight. It works almost like double yo-yo, but we can make it again. And the 1 per turn pop and negate while once on the field is also just impassable. Like modern lists play Baron at quite a couple copies, but it's a mandatory one. The extra deck is already tight, so we'll be probably leaving out Lever. And yeah, I'm honestly really hyped for that. Good, Primitive Butterfly is a new add-on. It can rank or manipulate its rank by 1. We can put it to rank 6 and go into Shenshin from there. Or not Shenshin, into Kite Drake from there. So a 2-card Kite Drake to nuke the entire field. Then Rubber Banshur, same. Window Winter, we cut down one of this for the second effect Veiler. Raigeki, just a field wipe, we lack those. A Monster Reborn, because why not? And obviously the Duster for like full back row removal, that we don't have to use our own field with where we make Kite Drake. Alright, now the 3-speed recovery, I will be showing you guys a replay versus Thunder Dragons, which is currently also a pretty good meta deck, or it's in the tier list. Where I took full, yeah, I abused this wholeheartedly. Obviously the emergency teleport, might consider playing this at 2, but we only need 2 of these right now. The Cosmic Cyclone actually comes up every now and then when you play trap decks. So if you end phase, or any of their end phases, and they've just set a couple new cards, it's a pretty good outlet to that, and also Skill Drain exists, so yeah, we keep this at 1 copy here for testing, and might actually increase the Cosmic Cyclones here. Maybe put this at 2, we don't actually want to see this in an opener, it's much more a draw for the later stages of the game. 3 impermanents because, yeah, locking down an entire column for spells and traps is pretty good, and also the From the Hand negate. You see that we don't have Drone Lockbird in here anymore. I actually want to make space for Drone Lockbird, but as the list is now, I just can't find space for it. If I ever get a list working with Droll again, I will absolutely show this to you guys. So, now, let's just cut over to the replay real quick, and I'll explain to you guys how we play with a pretty... well, it's the best hand we could have had for that situation. So let me cut there, and I'll see you guys there in a second. Here we are in the replay. As seen, we've opened Effect Veiler, which comes in clutch later on, Duke, Car Turbo, Wind Shadow, and Recovery. Our opponent is playing Thunder Dragons, so I have never played against Thunder Dragons before. All I know is that they really wanted Colossus unmanned. So, let's see how our opponent opens. He opens with Lure of Darkness, pitching the Thunder Dragon Dark, getting back, or getting to his hand, a copy of Dragon Hawk. Goes for the second Allure of Darkness, banishes the Chaos Creator to get the Thunder Dragon Dark back on the field into a Thunder Dragon Colossus. From what I understand, pretty basic, good old Thunder Dragon combos. Thunder Dragon Colossus reads, must be either fusion summoned or special summoned during the turn a Thunder monster's effect was activated in the hand by tributing a Thunder effect non-fusion monsters, in which case don't use polymerization. Cards cannot be added from the main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them, which is A Maxi counter, and B, a walking Droll and Lockbird, which we obviously aren't too fond of. So yeah, this one's an issue. Let's see what he does more. He gets a White Dragon out into a Striker Dragon, getting the Collapse Serpent. Getting Collapse Serpent out, linking 2 into Verte Anaconda. So here I was pretty sure that, okay, if he commits to the Verte, he has some sort of insurance against hand traps, because you don't want your copy of Verte to get ashed or effect veilered in this case. He is revealing Thunder Dragon Matrix from his hand. If this card is banished or sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Thunder Dragon Matrix to your hand. So he's pumping that down and pumping his Thunder Dragon up. I choose to Veiler the Verte here, because if we don't Veil the Verte here now, we might get punished for this later. And if he has a Call by the Grave, that just benefits us, so we don't lose out on any form of disruption when using speed recovery. So I Valor the Verte here. He already paid the cost, and there it comes down, the Call by the Grave. Which is a really common occurrence, like them having it in the hand. So always think of them having Call by the hand. Which is just general good advice. Always think that your opponent has a hand trap, because they probably do. Right, Verte goes through. They shuffle back 3 to make a Thunder Dragon Titan. And this is their end phase. On board they have Droll and Lockbird with 3100 attack. Thunder Dragon Titan. I think it does something when an effect is activated in the hand, you can destroy a card on the field. If this card would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish 2 cards from your graveyard instead. So there's 2 ways we can out this. Our opponent is on only 6,000 life points. So we could either make a tiny old card called Kite Rake and nuke his field, but that would just be gone to waste with Thunder Dragon Titan. So this hand is, for one reason and one reason alone, the best thing we could have opened. A, we have Duke and Card Turbo in hand. We can use Duke as a starter to summon out Card Turbo, or we can dump him off Wind Channel. I draw the second recovery here. Now we have to think, okay, what will we do here? We get these buff outs, and we make Rubber Band Shooter. Obviously everything off the Rubber Band Man. We go immediately into Auroradon, not banishing anything. There we go. And this is why Speed Recovery is busted. We make Auroradon here, our opponent having no interaction at all, allows us to get 2 of these into O-Line out for Hagoita, getting us back our token. Then second Speed Recovery for the Duke. Duke out, these buff out into Crystal Wing Synchro Drag. We make 2 Crystal Wings off of the back of 2 recoveries and a Duke, essentially. There we go. Second Crystal Wing. Now, important tip for everybody playing Speedroids, or who has just started Speedroids. Experienced players will obviously know this. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, when it battles a level 5 or higher monster, or rather a monster is special summon from the extra deck. There. An opponent's level 5 or higher monster during damage calculation. This card gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster it's battling during the damage calculation only. Meaning, we have game on board here. And even if we did, we could just swing over Verte with Auroradon. So, our opponent probably didn't know that. And he's left pretty confused after we just batter him with 2 Crystal Wings. Boom, there he goes. He's dead. Off the back of 2 speed recoveries. This is how important this card is for this deck. It's such a solid recovery tool when your hand is pretty much shit. Alright, here we are, back at the deck list, and yeah. Long story short, still Speedroids extremely solid. I will continue to fight myself through Plat, and if you guys have any idea how to pump out more content, because I'm thinking of doing this weekly. If you just want me to commentate over games that I have in Plat, or if you want me to make modified lists that are cheaper to use, say replacements for Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Monster Reborn, and so on. Just feel free to leave these in the comments. If you enjoyed this, do please leave a sub and a like here. Again, from the bottom of my heart, you are all absolutely blown me away from the last video. Which made way more views than I'd ever deserve to have, so another heartfelt thank you to you guys. Yeah, I'll probably skipping the thank yous for the next few times and just focus on making good videos. So yeah, if you guys want me to do more replay style thing, or with the earlier video, just live duels and commentating over my thought process, as I'm also still learning this deck. I'm working on an IRL list that I will be bringing to my locals and updating you guys on. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. And until next kid, this has been Ignis Kid. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.